welcome everybody to Derek Jackson's PhD defense, the public portion of his presentation. As I was telling the external, and most of you would know, but Alex will recall that PhD final exams used to not have a public component. They used to be just the external plus a chair plus the members of the committee in a small room, all alone, no public aspect at all. And it was sometime about 10-ish years ago where chemistry just decided, you know, it's crazy lost not to be able to publicly present the work done in the PhD, to present the whole overall narrative, because in the actual defense you get 20 minutes. So we've led this thing. It's now become very popular. I think everybody in chemistry does it. It's now very popular across campus. So thanks for coming. As I also noted to the external, who's Professor Lynn Roberts from the Johns Hopkins University, there's a lot of these going on. There's another couple of next week, and there was a few in the recent past, and so it's a very nice time, in particular for environmental chemistry, because a lot of folks are going. So today, this is Derek Jackson's public presentation. Derek got his Bachelor of Science in Biological Chemistry here in this department. He did a fourth-year research project, and probably did some summer research projects as well, but with Ron Kluger, looking at NO interactions with both natural and synthetic hemoglobin. He did a master's with me on SF5 chemistry, the substituent of the future. He worked out some the degradation pathways of this, and we were attracted to it simply because it was such a beautiful looking molecule, or a moiety. And its F19 spectrum is just gorgeous. I think it's been cited maybe once or twice so far. Three whole times. Not surprising, because nobody else has published anything on SF5 at all. In fact, this whole introduction, there's not one citation that you can make on SF5 chemistry, because it's so bloody new. I expect those citations 10 or 15 years from now. So he did that between 2006 and 2008. He's been working on a PhD since then. He's had a diverse amount of interest. You will see part of that. He is an individual that gets involved broadly, whether it's part of his dissertation or not, or whether it's just collaborating and helping out other folks. Or sometimes he just runs fluorine NMR spectra on chiral organofluorine compounds, just again because the spectra looks so nice. While his time as a PhD student, he's done a lot of teaching. He's been a TA in diverse locations, i.e. both lab demonstrator as well as tutorial. His lab demonstrations mostly in the second year organic course, as well as the fourth year analytical environmental chemistry course. He's also done a lot of lecture teaching in those courses, starting with me and having busyness in my other parts of my life, and so he filled in, gave some 310 lectures and some 410 lectures, so the environmental reactions and then some of the analytical things. He did a chemistry teaching fellows program with Andy Dix. Has a couple of papers in part of that collaboration. One a first author on the 5 senses of Christmas chemistry, which is a scintillating read, I believe. He's published, on his research side, he's published 4 papers. All 4 of those are first author papers so far. There's another paper that's, you know, he said was accepted. I said accepted with minor revisions, because there are some things to retort back. But that's been very good. He's presented his research very broadly, and I didn't realize this. One faculty member should pay more attention. He's presented in Long Beach, Brussels, New Orleans, Stockholm, Tampa, and Philadelphia. Wow, that's a lot. 7 of those presentations, 4 were orals. He has won awards on the communication side. He won the Environmental Chemistry Colloquium Award a couple years ago. We know how competitive that is. He also has done something I doubt anybody's done before, and I doubt anybody's done will ever do again. He won the best poster presentation at the CTAC meeting in Tampa. There were about 1,200 student posters. So he won. That's a big deal. And then this last fall, at the CTEC meeting in Long Beach, he won it again. So 1 for his master's work, 1 for his PhD work. The odds are just infinitesimally small at being able to do that. I think it is a clear indication. Imagine, Derek, those of you who know him well, imagine walking down that row of all those posters. Do you really think you're going to get by him? You're going to stop. You're going to hear a presentation. The poster itself will be put together really well, very clear, very clear enunciation of the methods and the results and what it means. But you're not going to get by, and you're going to be exposed to a wild enthusiasm, you know, a deep sense of what the chemistry was and what it means. And I can only imagine that sort of infectious aspect wowed the judges, both on the East Coast in Tampa and the West Coast of Long Beach. He has done very, very solid chemistry is applied to the environment, which is what distinguishes the environmental chemistry program here in this chemistry department from other sort of environmental programs. It is application of the molecular approach to the environment. And it's fundamentally very important. The whole program and the courses are constructed around that. And so I think you'll see today a manifestation of that. Derek is somebody who, as I intimated before, who pitches in. He spends a lot of time helping out lab mates, research collaborators. We had a student here from the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point a little while ago. He spent a month helping a biology student understand and better appreciate chemistry, and I think did a really good job there. At the end of it, I'll simply say that Derek is a very good soul, and I'm going to miss having him in the lab. So Derek, it's your turn.